Half a day, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us here at the University of Guam in the RFK Library Silent Room. We are here today for the Board of Regents first quarter regular meeting, and we are getting ready to start. Thank you so much to the RFK team and to the marketing and communications team, Jean and Shane, for helping us out. Okay, are we ready, Jean? Okay, we are live. When
We
you're ready,
live?
Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. I'd like to call the regular Board of Directors meeting, Board of Regents meeting today at 4:30. Okay, the first item. Huh? Right there. Anyway, first is 2.0 meeting minutes. This is the regular minutes of November 25th, 2025. Can I get a motion? Sorry, it's my first time ever. Anyway, good afternoon and welcome to the regular meeting of the University of Guam Board of Regents. My name is Regent Mike Naholoa, Vice Chairperson of the board, and I will be presiding over today's meeting. Today is Thursday, February 19, 2026. Thank you all for being here. This meeting is held in accordance with the Guam Open Government Law with notices published in the Pacific Daily News e-edition on February 12th and February 17, 2026, and posted on the Government of Guam Public Notices portal. The agenda for today's meeting has been publicly posted in accordance with the Open Government Law. Today's meeting is open to the public and is also being streamlined on the University of Guam YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/UOG Titans. We kindly ask that all attendees observe proper decorum throughout the meeting. Please be respectful in your comments and refrain from any disruptions. Should disruptions occur, individuals may be asked to leave. For online participants, please mute your microphones unless recognized to speak and refrain from any inappropriate or disruptive behavior. Please note that this meeting is being recorded. By attending in person or virtually, you are consenting to being recorded, including any remarks you may make during the open presentation portion of this meeting. At this time, I officially call the meeting at 5:33 p.m. Next item. There's action 2.1 regular meeting minutes of November 25th, 2024. Can I get a motion to approve the regular meeting minutes of November 25th, 2025?
Regent Muliwai moves to approve the regular meeting minutes of November 25th, 2025.
Thank you, Regent Minilai. Can I have a second? Yes.
Regent Ujoa, second.
Thank you so much, Regent Ujoa. Okay, any comments, any approval? Any mention before we proceed on with the approval of the minutes? You need time to read it. Okay. All those in favor of the approval of the minutes of November 25th, 2025, signify by saying aye.
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 Got it. Thank you very much. Ayes have it. Action 2.2, special meeting minutes of January 14, 2026. Can I get a motion to approve the special meeting minutes of January 14, 2026?
Regent Chen would like to motion for approval.
Thank you, Regent Chan. Can I second?
Regent Ujoa, second.
Thank you, Regent Ochoa. Okay, go ahead and look at the minutes. Any other comments for the minutes of January 14, 2026? Okay. Okay. All those who approve this motion signify by saying aye.
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 Thank you very much. Okay, information 3.0. This is the chairperson's remarks. Half-a-day members of the board, President Enriquez, administrators, faculty, staff, students, and our community partners. Thank you for joining us today for the University of Guam Board of Regents first quarter regular meeting. It has been a productive start of the year, and I want to recognize the steady work happening across campus to advance student success, research and public service, employee support, and long-term institutional strength. As we work ahead, we are entering Charter Month, culminating in a UG 58 Charter Day on March 5th under the theme UOG Rising, a New Growth, Service, and Impact. In the coming weeks, we will be also participate in the Charter Day and Charter Month proclamation signing and the Legislators Charter Day certification presentation. On behalf of the board, I extend our sincere appreciation to the executive branch and the legislative branch for the continued partnership and support of the University of Guam and its public mission. I also want to warmly invite our community to join us for Charter Day and Charter Month activities. Charter Day is one of the most meaningful moments of the year for the university, a time when we welcome families, schools, alumni, and partners to campus to celebrate UOG's legacy and to experience firsthand the learning, culture, research, and service that define our role as Guam's public university. In recent weeks, UOG has reached several noteworthy milestones that reflect the university's progress and long-term investment in student success and workforce development. The campus celebrated the opening of the new School of Engineering building, a major step forward for engineering education and innovation in Guam and Micronesia. We also marked the opening of the Dr. Lucio C. Tan Student Success Center, a major investment designed to strengthen access to student services and support a more connected student experience. Beyond facilities, UOG continues to elevate learning, culture, and community impact through visible public-facing work. Recent university communications have highlighted adding creativity and student achievement through campus exhibitions and performances. We have also underscored UOG's role as a trusted partner to research, outreach, and community-based programs. These efforts, excuse me, these efforts reflect a university that is not only educating students, but also strengthening Guam's cultural and civic life. As a board, our responsibility is to keep governance focused on long-term stability, student success, and accountability while supporting the people who carry out the mission every day. With that, I want to thank President Enriquez and her leadership team and recognize the faculty and staff whose dedication continues to move UOG forward. We have a full agenda today, and I now look forward to the President's report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Day, Vice Chairman Nahalawa, Treasurer Duenas, our distinguished regents, student leaders who are here with us this evening, our hardworking staff, administrators, faculty, and certainly others who have joined us today. It is my honor to present the first quarter President's Report for Academic Year 2025-2026, guided by the Tulis Motna Strategic Plan Navigating 2024-2029. And I do apologize, this is a lengthy report, but sit back, have your sip of coffee. First of all, and most importantly, I'm excited to introduce our new Vice President for Administration and Finance, Dr. Artemio Ricky Fernandez, who's here today. Thank you so much for joining the team. So under Strategic Pillar 1, Ipinexai Unabetsada, ensure every student receives a guided voyage to their destination. For this quarter, the champion behind all of this is our Enrollment Management Student Success Division, which continue to access outreach and financial aid support. More want to, as well as those across the region, can see a clear, affordable pathway to a University of Guam degree. Under Guided Student Services and Early Registration Support, the division hosted Spring 2026 one-stop registration events in January, serving 182 students. These coordinated student-centered sessions help students complete essential steps across all spectrums. Under recruitment and community outreach from December through February, the division expanded outreach across Guam by meeting prospective students and families where they learn and live. including entertaining campus tours for some of the schools, tabletop outreach events, and so forth. The division also supported broader community-facing engagement through new and transfer student orientation and the Air National Guard Yellow Ribbon Reintegration Program. Upcoming outreach includes presentations to seniors across the many different schools and participating in Futures Fair and the Quality of Life Expo schedule for later on this month. For financial aid outreach and FAFSA completion support, in collaboration with the Financial Aid Office and campus partners, the division supported multiple workshops to help students and their families navigate requirements and successfully complete the application. There are many workshops related to these, and we are happy to report that additional sessions are underway. For the residence halls update, our residence halls are currently at full capacity, reflecting strong demand for on-campus living and the continued growth of our student community. We are proud to host a diverse residential population, including regional and international students who enrich campus life. To strengthen quality of life and shared spaces in the halls, the management secured a very generous donation from a benefactor who provided 8 new dining sets and kitchen equipment, including stoves, microwaves, toasters, and kettles. In addition, 10 new small refrigerators were purchased and are available for student rental, and a new water vending machine has been installed to ensure 24/7 water access. Finally, we currently have a vendor operating an e-bike service, allowing students to rent bikes and travel to nearby stores and food establishments, supporting both convenience and student mobility. Under career advising, internships, and workforce pathways, our Triton Advisement Center continued building student career readiness through strengthened employer partnerships, career advising, and expanded internship pathways, a nice alignment with the mandated internship for every single degree program on campus. And during this period, 15 memoranda of understanding meetings were conducted, 9 MOU renewals were completed, and 4 new MOU partnerships were established. Handshake, which is our internship and job platform, added 151 new users during the reporting period, with 72% of spring 2026 students currently having access. The Triton Advising Center is collaborating with the Office of Information Technology to integrate Handshake into the UOG's Total Portal so all students can access internship and job opportunities directly. The first integration test was successful, and the final test is in progress. The official launch is targeted for March 2026. And finally, Triton Advising Center delivered individualized career support to students, successfully placed students into internships, and supported active interns. We're just very excited for their continued work in providing multiple sessions that coincide with preparing our students adequately for the workforce. Under strategic pillar number 2, position UOG as a trusted source for quality programs, service, and extension, which really touches the heart of why we exist as an institution with regard to delivering public value. UOG's faculty, researchers, extension professionals, and staff continue delivering measurable value through discovery, applied problem solving, and public-facing knowledge that supports Guam and our region. Under academic community building and faculty engagement, the Office of the Senior Vice President Provost through Dr. Charlene Santos Bomba coordinated the Phantom Knock-In 2026 Faculty Assembly in January in conjunction with the UOG Faculty Senate President at the College of Arts and Social Sciences Lecture Hall, and continued the bi-weekly, if you haven't seen it on Instagram, Tautau Triton's initiative spotlighting the people behind UOG's mission and quality initiatives. The Senior Vice President Provost's office is also coordinating the Faculty Development Day scheduled for tomorrow, led by Faculty Senate President Dr. Chris Garcia Santos. It will feature presentations in artificial intelligence and teaching and research, enhancing research and publication productivity, faculty well-being, and work-life balance, strategies for engaged and active learning through HighFlex or online, open educational resources, and the comprehensive faculty evaluation system and its role in promotion and tenure. The Paratotal Hit column series, as part of our strategic communications, positioning the university with regard to being a trusted source, we provide our weekly columns uh, published in the Pacific Daily News and shared across UOG platforms to connect our priorities and progress with the wider community. Through values-based storytelling grounded in Inadahits and Inatgofli'i, the series has strengthened transparency, reinforced UOG's public mission, and highlighted our impact in student success, academic excellence, research and sustainability, workforce development, and cultural identity. It has also helped spark additional storytelling efforts across campus, expanding UOG's visibility and trusted voice in the community. For research momentum and national recognition, UOG's research enterprise continues to expand in scope and public value. The university has been recognized as a research college and university under the 2025 Carnegie Classification Framework, reaffirming UOG's sustained research activity and its growing role as a key research institution serving Guam and the Micronesian region. To strengthen visibility, collaboration, and community connection around this work, UOG continues to convene research sharing through initiatives such as the Annual Research Forum and public-facing research communications, the 47th Class Annual Research Conference on March 6th, led by our very own Dean, Dr. James Selman, and we're also preparing the 2026 Conference on Island Sustainability, which brings researchers, policymakers, practitioners, and community leaders together around solutions for island communities. Under CNAS and Land Grant Applied Research and Extension highlights, the College of Natural Applied Sciences and Land Grant programs advance student workforce pipelines, research capacity, and community impact through several notable efforts this quarter. The USDA Next Gen Awards continue providing internships and scholarships to UOG students. Next Gen Grow awarded 68 scholarships totaling $217,600 in fall 2025, supported 24 paid internships at $47,890. To date, this particular initiative has provided $406,444 in student scholarships and paid internships to 129 students over the past 18 months. Next Gen Compass completed its fall 2025 internship cycle, supporting 48 students in agriculture-related fields and continues internship placement in spring 2026. The research competitiveness was strengthened through a $200,000 NASA EPSCoR research infrastructure development augmentation and renewal of NASA space grant at $150,000 per year for 4 years. Finally, global learning and partnerships continued, including the Winter Taiwan Agribusiness Study Abroad Field Tour and expanded outreach to local schools and community partners. And in the spirit of data transparency, we produced our annual fact book for 2024-2025 that you have in front of you, published by our very own Office of Institutional Effectiveness, led by our Vice Provost, Marlena Pangilinan, under the Senior Vice President and Provost's office. Thank you very much for providing the data to VP Marlena and working with our team very diligently. Under strategic pillar number 3, enrich the employee experience through Inadahis and Inatgofli'i. This particular pillar centers our employees as the engine of UOG's mission. This quarter emphasized professional development, recognition, and a connected campus culture. The 19th Staff Council finalized an MOU enabling both University of Guam staff and Research Corporation of the University of Guam staff to participate in the university's Staff Professional Development Day, strengthening unity, shared learning, and a one university culture. Staff Council is currently coordinating Staff Professional Development Day theme, Growing Forward, Serving Strong, scheduled for March 19th this year. The Human Resource Office continues supporting a positive and connected employee experience through recognition, onboarding, and professional development. Highlights this quarter include the Triton Awards Program Review Committee meeting this month with nominations currently under review for Triton Employee and Faculty of the Quarter, the Employee Association's Community Building Super Bowl lunch on February 9th, new staff orientation on February 3rd, and the Employee Appreciation Party held January 31st at the Dusitani Resort. The Human Resources Office also launched the HR Workforce Impact Session for Employees webinar series, beginning with session on documenting underperforming employees with 11 administrators in attendance. And during this reporting period, HR Office also coordinated employee participation in the Department of Administration trainings that strengthen workplace readiness and safety, including ADA basics and many other important topics. Under Strategic Pillar 4, Financial Health and Sustainable Growth, the university continues strengthening long-term capacity through facilities milestones, as mentioned by Chairman Nahalawa, advancement initiatives that support sustainable operations. In January, we experienced the groundbreaking ceremony of the Dr. Lucia C. Tan Student Success Center, as well as the School of Engineering, with walls earmarked for potential alumni donor naming opportunities to raise funds for building maintenance, as well as every possible room and space, including the building, for a naming opportunity. The University Advancement Office, which stands at the core of this, continue advancing strategies to grow philanthropic support and help address building maintenance and other critical needs by growing its portfolio of donors. At the recent ribbon cutting ceremony, prospective donors have expressed interest in room naming opportunities of at least $200,000, which the Advancement Office will follow up with. And this quarter, the team progressed planning for the tiered donor wall options for the Dr. Lucia C. Tan Student Success Center, the Water and Environmental Research Institute facility, and the Nursing Annex building, with flexible payroll deduction plan options intended to give our employees, make it more accessible and sustainable in order to participate in this giving initiative. The team is also building momentum through its signature engagement events that strengthen alumni connection and support other fundraising initiatives. This includes the return of Charter Day Blue Night Battle of the Bands competition on March 4th, and plans to repeat a driving range golf fundraiser challenge that previously raised $20,000 in support of deferred maintenance. The Alumni Connections continues to be positioned within social media space with the intent to expand that, including an alumni-focused newsletter. Stewardship for Advancement Endowment, we continue to strengthen that relationship. As of December 31st, 2025, the University of Guam Endowment Foundation reported total funds of approximately $24.18 million across cash, investments, and restricted funds. The endowment portfolio includes both permanently restricted and general endowment funds that support scholarships for students, programs, and long-term university priorities, including designated support for buildings and facility-related needs. In 2025, the Endowment Foundation also reported solid investment performance, helping sustain and grow resources that advance student support and institutional priorities aligned with long-term sustainability. Charter Month and Charter Day, looking ahead, will begin with a community 2K and 5K walk run hosted by UOG Athletics and the Student Government Association at the UOG Calvo Fieldhouse parking lot. We will also feature the President's Cup competition that builds pride among our employees and alumni. And through a series of challenges and events throughout the month, we will see these particular stakeholder groups earn points and display the UOG Triton spirit. On March 5th, we will celebrate the UOG Charter Day. We anticipate entertaining over 1,000 visiting students from the Guam Department of Education, private schools, charter schools, and the Dodea Guam High School. And so we're looking forward to also entertaining VIPs for campus tours in concert with the UOG Endowment Foundation. So there are a whole lot of activities that will be held throughout the month of March in commemoration of not only Charter Day, but UOG Charter Month. And the proclamation signing has been moved, I think that's confirmed, to next week on Wednesday at 10 a.m. at the Dr. Lucia C. Tan Student Success Center. So that a reminder, the invitation will be sent out. In closing, this quarter reflects a university continuing to expand access, strengthen student support initiatives, and promote workforce development opportunities, elevate research and public service, invest in our people, and build the physical and philanthropic capacity needed to serve Guam and our region well. Before I issue my last sentence, I want to take this opportunity to thank and to recognize our General Counsel, Anthony Camacho, for his exemplar service to the university, to giving us that peace of mind in his capacity. He will be vacating his position next week, right?
Next week, Friday.
Next week, Friday. So we have him for one more week, but I think it's only proper that we take this opportunity to just extend a warm, Sejus Maasi for all of his hard work.
Yes.
And this will be his last meeting with the Board of Regents, so I wanted to make sure we highlight that. And
Yeah.
finally, with all heartfelt gratitude, my sincere appreciation to our University of Guam Board of Regents, who serve somewhat of a voluntary role in helping to guide our institution and hold us accountable. I also want to extend a Sejus Masi to our hardworking university familia, to our staff, our faculty and administrators. And I want to thank our student leaders, with President Ardiente is way back there with her team. Thank you so much for being part of the university community and helping us to advocate across our threefold mission of INA, Discovery, and SEPI to deliver public value. And as we tulis motna, let's continue to do great work. Sejus Masi.
Thank you very much, the President Enriquez. I think the passion that's represented by the board it shows the achievement and accomplishments of the university, not only on the university and the students, but island-wide. And I know that each and every one of us are here because we want to help, and we want to help grow the university because it's limitless. It depends on how far we go, and that's why we stand behind you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your report. Next item, I'd like to go to 5.0, reports from standing committees. 5.1, for the CESARD Committee.
It's on, okay. Thank you, Vice Chair Nahalawa, and good evening, Regents and Madam President, Attorney Camacho. The Student Affairs, Scholarship, Alumni Relations, and Honorary Degree Committee met on February 12th at 1:03 p.m. in the President's Conference Room. A quorum was present. All meeting notices were posted. I'd like to just keep it brief in terms of our updates. I just want to echo a couple things that President Enriquez said at the very end, and that's just to take a moment to recognize and thank the administration, the faculty, the staff, the student government leadership for continuing to center student success and UOG sustainability and longevity in both your strategic work and your daily work, as evidenced by an amazing report. So thank you. And you are doing a fantastic job, all of you. And I just know what a Herculean effort this is. And the second thing, I just quickly, what an exciting month I got to be part of, and we as Regents got to be part of. Historic in so many ways. Congratulations again on the opening of the School of Engineering and the Dr. Lucio Tan Success Center. These milestones don't happen every day, every year, for that matter, on our island. And it was a very proud moment to see that come to fruition and think about the many, many students who are coming to UOG in the future and today who have this opportunity to experience a new student success experience. So congratulations. Vice Chair, that is the end of my update. And so I will go ahead and I would like to move on to my first resolution. 5.12, resolution number 26-03, relative to approving the fiscal year 2027 Student Financial Assistance Program budget. I would like to make a motion to, for full board approval.
Thank you. Can I have a second to the motion?
Regent Wing is second.
Thank you very much. Any further discussion on the motion?
Yes, this, very quickly, this is pretty consistent. You can see here in the FY 2027 budget, the SFAP program or SFAP department division is proposing a 4.7 million budget, which is pretty consistent with prior years. Definitely, it should also be not surprising that in the past appropriation may differ, so we will have to come back for a reapportioned budget if needed, when needed. I believe that's it.
Yeah, well, about going back to the legislation for further, I think we have a gold bar on our side.
Yes.
Somebody used to
yes.
work there and, well, like I said, I promise to utilize him.
Hey, there's always a first.
Yes.
We can figure out how to maybe change up the process and maybe we'll
Got it.
get a different outcome. So-
Awesome.
So that's it.
Okay, great. I'm ready to call the vote. All those in favor of resolution 5.1.2, resolution number 26-03, relative to approving the fiscal year 2027 Student Financial Assistance Program budget. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against? No abstention? Ayes have it.
Excellent. Thank you, Vice Chair.
Okay, next item, 5.13.
Yes. I would like to make a motion to bring to the floor 5.13, resolution number 26-04, relative to approving a technical amendment to Board Resolution 24-28, relative to the Marine Lab Graduate Scholarship. I am making a motion to bring to the board for approval.
Okay, can I have a second?
Regent Ujoa, second.
Thank you very much. Okay, go ahead, discussion on the motion.
So this is a very technical correction, and you can see it, the language in the last section of the resolution, number 6. The language has been changed from semester to years, and so that aligns with other grant contribution language.
Okay,
And that's it for this resolution.
good. And no other further comments? I'd like to call the motion to a vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against? All those abstain? Okay, ayes have it. Motion approved. Okay, next item is 5.2, the Academic Personnel and Tenure AP&T Committee. Okay, go ahead, the committee update.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The Academic Personnel and Tenure Committee met on February 11, 2026 at 2:36 p.m. the President's Conference Room. A quorum is present. So under the first line item, under update, Dr. Bomba introduced and welcomed Dr. Shanika Mitchell as the Director for the Center for Online Learning. And if she is here, I'd like to welcome Dr. Mitchell to the team. The committee reviewed 5 resolutions. The first resolution is Resolution 26-05, relative to updating the webmaster position to the Associate Director of Web Development and Strategy. Regent Malilai moves to approve this resolution.
Okay, is there a second?
Regent Chen seconds.
Thank you. Okay, discussion of the motion.
You all have copies of the resolution. That would be labeled 5.2.2. You have that in front of you. And you also have the job description. I don't have to repeat what is written, but to give you a better understanding of this resolution, Mr. Jonas McPinlack, Chief Marketing and Communications Officer, gave us a very brief history of the webmaster position.
Mm.
This position was created in 2005, but was never filled. So the Director of Integrated Marketing Communications had been the de facto acting webmaster since 2005. So in 2018, Jonas and then the CIO at the time created a web team. Jonas was still the acting webmaster. They had a team lead, but there wasn't an administrator at this time. But the web presence, he has informed us, had grown from barely 100,000, that would be in 2018, to 2 million page views a year. There was also some web applications. One of those would be the Triton Privilege Program, which connects about 100 businesses to the Triton community, meaning students, faculty, who else is there? Staff, the employees of the University of Guam. The Triton Privilege Program is a perks program that offers discounts and exclusive deals to Yogi current and former students, alumni also, and employees. So according to Mr. McApinlack, there are about 3,000 that avail this program. It started in March 2025, and as of December 2025, it boasts about 4,000 transactions.
Nice.
He also indicated that what was important to him, that they would launch and implement a customer relationship management database that would allow better tracking and engagement of prospective current students and also graduates as they graduate. And this ties into the president's advancement initiative. So why am I telling you all this? I think it's his way of justifying the position because it is evolving. There are new demands, new expectations that wasn't there 20 years ago.
Oh, you're very technical and very thorough. I think that's very good. Thank you.
Okay, so wait a minute. The starting position
I'm
is
going
about $66,000 and it caps at $99,000 approximately. And the position will be advertised.
Okay.
So that is the end of my report.
Okay, good. Any other further comments on this resolution? Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Against? Abstain? The ayes have it. Passed. Thank you very much. Next item is 52.3, resolution number 26-06, relative to approving the Bachelor of Science in Construction Management.
And that would be found on label 5.2.3. Regent Milli moves to approve this resolution.
Is there a second, please?
Regent Ujoa, second.
Thank you. Okay,
So you
discussion.
all have the written documents in front of you. So very brief bullet points. The School of Engineering developed this program in response to local and regional needs. In one of the first documents, please note the justification of the program that was submitted. That would be under what the Dean of a School of Engineering submitted. I'm so sorry. It used to be right here, but I don't see it. Oh, right here. It's on the second page in the back. Justification supporting action requests. I know you've all read that. It's a quick paragraph. Let's see. So the second thing is there has been guidance and recommendations from an advisory council, which are comprised of individuals within the industry. They anticipate hiring one faculty member. And as soon as the program is launched and approved, the school will apply for accreditation. The committee was assured that the program is sustainable based on interests by students and the industry. That would be according to Dr. Bomba. And according to our chair, there is a growing trade. That would be Dr. Diaz, Mr. Diaz. That there is a growing trend now to offer a bachelor's in construction management instead of certification.
Okay, any other further discussion on the motion? If not, I'd like to call a vote. All those in favor say aye. Against? Abstain? Ayes have it. Motion carries. Okay, next item, 52.4, resolution number 26-07, relative to establishing a policy for research affiliate.
Regent Malilai moves to approve this resolution.
Can I have a second, please?
Regent Chun seconds.
Thank you, Regent Chun. Okay, discussion.
Okay, basically, this policy establishes and formalizes guidelines for those individuals who are not full-time employees of the University of Guam, but have some specialized expertise to contribute to research that is done at the University of Guam. Again, under 5.2.4, you will see copies of their research affiliate policy that states the purpose, the scope of qualifications, the application process, the roles and responsibilities, the terms of appointment and termination. Also, it was noted that the policy will be reviewed annually and will be for the Senior Vice President and Provost.
Okay, good, thank you. Any other comments on the motion? Okay, can I call a vote? All those in favor say aye.
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 Okay, incline, abstain, ayes have it, approved. Okay, next item, 5.2.5, resolution number 26-08, relative to expressing appreciation to Anthony R. Camacho Esquire for his exemplary service as General Counsel of the University of Guam. Can I have a motion to bring this to the floor?
Yes, Regent Millie moves to approve this resolution.
And second,
Regent Ujoa, second.
thank you. Discussion.
Discussion. Okay, and Attorney Camacho has been with the university community since 2019. And of course, we recognize his invaluable service to the university in the operations, negotiations, and all legal matters pertaining to University of Guam. I can very easily read out his list of accomplishments, but I don't want to do that because I'm sure they're all exemplary. We don't have to repeat ourselves. So I decided, well, okay, on a personal note, what can I say about Attorney Camacho? So in my brief conversations with him since 2021, I have found that we have certain things in common. First thing was that he and I went to school in St. Louis, Missouri. So we do have that in common. So it brought back good memories. That was nice. And the second thing is that we have daughters that were classmates at the academy. That didn't bring anything. I couldn't talk about my children. But I'm trying to find something, what do we have in common so I can talk to this man that's always sitting beside me in all these events. Well, I can say one thing, that the Attorney Camacho just makes me laugh. And so if you have shared laughter, that just warms your heart. So I just love talking to him when I come here because I laugh. And by the way, I did meet him when I was single and he was single. So, but okay, nothing happened.
Wow. Very good presentation and as well deserved to come out here, well deserved. Also on a more personal note, we had gone through a lot of tribulations and I learned a lot from you. What to do, what not to do, but more importantly, putting the University of Guam first. And I think that's the strength of what you did. And I want to thank you personally for helping me as well. Any other comments? Okay, with that, can I have a vote? All those in favor say aye.
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 Against? Stay? Ayes. Thank you.
Well, I just want to thank you all for your kind words. The last 6 or 7 years, it has been my honor and privilege to serve the people of Guam in the capacity of UOG's General Counsel. It's been great working with all of you. I know that we've been through a lot, those who have been here longest. Going all the way back to the pandemic emergency and then some. And I just wanted to say that you are a great group to work with, and you all, in my opinion, have your sights also setting on serving the people of Guam in your respective region positions. Thank you.
Thank you and good luck, sir. Thank you. Okay, next item, 5.2.6, Resolution number 26-12 relative to updating the teaching assistant pay scale for undergraduate and graduate students. Can I have a motion to bring this to the floor?
Yes, I move to approve this resolution.
And second?
Regent Ujoa, second.
Okay, discussion.
Okay, if you look under the label, 5.2.6, on the sixth whereas and the ninth whereas justifies this resolution, which is saying basically the update is necessary to bring the TA pay rate to a comparable internship pay across the university programs. And also the updated increase ensures fair compensation that promotes a more equitable and just work environment across the UOG's classrooms. The update internship pay was 7 years ago, March 2019. I don't think I need to tell you how much they will be getting paid because it states it right here on the Human Resources Office handout on teaching assistants pay scale. So there was quite some talk about what are the advantages or disadvantages, what are the impacts of increasing the TA's pay scale. So very quickly, the advantages of being a TA helps with college affordability, allows students to stay on campus, working hours are scheduled around the coursework, and often these TAs are assigned to a program. So the financial impact, if you have an increase of pays, it was brought up that maybe then these TAs would be working less hours or they would have a decreased number of teaching assistants. Also, it was indicated that their pay comes from non-appropriated funds, which comes from the course fees, and that is what pays the teaching assistants.
Okay, any other further questions on the motion? Okay, great, thank you. Can we have a vote on the motion, please? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, abstain, decline, ayes have it, motion passed. Next item is 5.3.1. This is the Physical Facilities Committee. Can I have the committee update, please?
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Vice Chair. The Physical Facilities Executive Committee met on February 11th at 4 p.m. and a quorum was present. Discussion included updates on the status of major and other capital projects, IT modernization, cybersecurity compliance efforts, and the FY 2026 procurement report. A safety and security report was also provided to the committee. Under the grant services updates, funding needs for the reservoir upgrades and the Typhoon Marwa recovery have been determined at approximately $1.37 million. School of Education HVAC needs have been estimated at $9.5 million. Under the construction project status updates, as everyone has mentioned earlier, the Student Success Center and the School of Engineering are open. Construction is 100% complete for both, and occupancy permits have been issued. Under the Student Success Center, we still have FF&E installation, housekeeping, punch list, and elevator line installations are in progress. Food court RFP is underway. I hope it's good food. And CAHA artwork installation and final payments are in progress. Under the School of Engineering, we're still awaiting an ADA push button, and the ETA for that is this month. For the Weary and School of Health, the Weary is at 94.3% complete, and the nursing annex is at 96.2% complete. There was a time extension requested due to supply chain issues. Final interior finishes, systems, elevators, civil works, and CAHA artwork RFP are also in progress. For other capital projects, a big one was the OIT generator upgrade. The interior upgrades are 99% complete. Fuel tank work in coordination with LMS. Dorm 1 roof repairs have been awarded with the completion expected in March 2026. Skylights for the class and EL, the contract was awarded to FWC at $1.32 million. Shop drawings have been approved, materials ordered, structural feasibility review is ongoing, and safety plan schedule in progress. I know there's a lot of tonnage on the skylights that they have to check. CBPA resource room 235 renovation is being planned. There was $100,000 to be spent by August 2026. It's $1 million endowment over 10 years from the Park family. A nice gift. Under the IT modernization and compliance updates for the GLBA compliance, board policies were approved in the January meeting. The suggested revisions subsequent to that are completed and implemented for security awareness training, multi-factor authentication, incident response policy, and physical security policy. Implementation of encryption on university-owned computers is ongoing. There is a proof of concept underway for an endpoint detection and response application called Sentinel-1. OIT is in charge of that. There's security awareness training will launch in phase 2, focusing on safeguarding non-public information, which is one of the data classifications we have to protect. For the VoIP, which is the voice over internet protocol phones, the new phones, that project started last August. It is nearing completion of phase 1 in March 2026. Testing is ongoing for those phone units in OIT, the Student Success Center, School of Engineering, Business Office, and other offices. It's important to note there are cost savings already being realized by using the VoIP phones. Connectivity for the new buildings. Temporary Wi-Fi was completed for the Student Success Center and the School of Engineering last December. Fiber optic installations and internal wiring are in progress also for those two buildings, as well as Weary and School of Health Annex. Moving on to the FY 2026 procurement report, no purchases over 100,000 were in the November to January period. Some of the notable contracts that are ongoing: Reliable Builders has a change order for the telecom lines at the Student Success Center. That was an increase of $32,320. G4S Secure Solutions for Security Patrol was renewed at $127,000. Moving on to the safety and security report. For fire protection systems, all 5 wet systems have been inspected and are in order with the certifications pending. Of 21 fire alarm systems, 19 are certified, major repairs identified at several buildings, and so there's a bid packet in progress. All 440 fire extinguishers have been inspected and serviced. For the elevators and ADA access, all 13 elevators have been inspected, 12 have passed, 1 chair lift is closed pending repairs. Elevator permits expire March 2026, so I'm sure that's going to kick up pretty soon. Of 71 ADA doors, 13 are non-operational. Repairs are underway with materials arriving March 2026. Under security and technology, 46 of the 47 CCTV cameras are operational. 1 is under warranty replacement, expected to be finished this month. The new AI CCTV software is active and it's working in parking lots, roadways, and the entry control testing is currently underway. Under health and safety compliance, public health inspections have been completed for all but the 4 new buildings. All the gaps have been collected and shared, and unit-specific variances are being addressed and remediated. Emergency action plans have been updated for several buildings, with the remaining facilities to be scheduled soon. Under the student security program, 6 students actively support inspections, drills, incident response, escort services, event security, and campus safety assessments. In summary, UOG continues to make significant progress in capital projects, IT modernization, compliance, safety, and facilities management. Ongoing challenges include deferred maintenance, staffing, cybersecurity remediation requirements. The committee remains committed to addressing these issues and advancing the university's infrastructure and operational excellence. And that finishes the reports. Moving on to our resolution, Regent Ujoa brings resolution number 2609 relative to accepting the newly constructed School of Engineering and Student Success Center to the board for approval. The motion to accept the newly constructed School of Engineering and Student Success Center.
I second. Regent Miller, I second.
Well, discussion is very, very short. We're using the buildings. We've accepted them. They're occupied. We need to pass this motion to accept for the board to accept.
Aye. Thank you, Regent Holowat. The University of Guam Investment Committee met on February 12, 2026 at 1:30 p.m. and a quorum was present. We discussed the following. As of September 30, 2025, the UOG portfolio had an ending market value of 30.3 million and generated a 14.3% annual return compared to the benchmark return of 15.1%. As of the interim update on February 9th, the portfolio market value increased to 31.1 million, and quarter to date, the portfolio returned 2.65% versus the benchmark return of 3.6%. The portfolio allocation remains broadly diversified with approximately 30% in U.S. equities, 23% in non-U.S., 20% in fixed income, and 20% in alternatives. The committee confirmed that the portfolio remains in compliance with the investment policy statement, last updated in May 2025. Turning to the Freedom Conservative ETF portfolio, the ending market value as of December 31st, 2025 was 4.2 million, increasing to 4.3 million as of February 10th. The allocation remains conservative with approximately 30% in equities, 66% in fixed income, and 4% in cash. Quarter to date, the portfolio returned just under 2% compared to the benchmark return of 1.96%. Since inception, the portfolio has returned 8.42% versus the benchmark return of 8.73%. The applicable investment policy statement was last updated in March 2025. The committee also reviewed the 12-month market outlook. US GDP growth is projected at approximately 2.4%, supported by consumer tax relief, AI-related capital spending, and prior tax incentives. The U.S. economy is expected to remain the primary growth engine among developed markets and is projected to outperform in 2026. The 10-year Treasury yield is expected to range between 4.25% and 4.5%, with one Federal Reserve rate cut anticipated this year. The base case target for the S&P 500 is 7,250 based on $300 in earnings per share and 24x earnings multiple. The outlook continues to favor U.S. equities over international equities. Oil prices are projected in the range of $55 to $60 per barrel, with supply overhang and subdued demand expected to limit upside despite geopolitical risks. Volatility is expected to move higher during the year as elevated equity valuations and tight credit spreads leave markets more sensitive to negative developments. That concludes the investment committee update.
Thank you very much, Eugene, doing this. Okay. Next item will be 5.5, the Budget, Finance, and Audit Committee. Financial update. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Regent Hola. A meeting of the BFA committee was held on February 12, 2026 at 3 p.m. A quorum was present. The VP of Administrative Finance, Dr. Hurricane Hernandez, and Associate Budget and Administrative Process Officer Field provided the following financial updates. The university continues to receive timely cash allotments from DOA, and that cash continues to be monitored daily to ensure obligations are being met. The fiscal year 2025 audit is underway and expected to be completed in March 2026, subject to external reports such as the OPEB or other post-employment benefits audit being completed. Interim fiscal year 2026 financial reports for the first quarter were presented with a noted increase in net position and no noted immediate concerns. Current tracking of budget to actual expenditures for the first quarter of fiscal year 2026 reflected expenditures below the budgeted amounts with expectation of increased spending with bids currently in process. Collections in the Student Financial Assistance Program are on track to meet the budgeted forecast collections. Since our last regular Board of Regents meeting in November, 8 outgoing contracts were reported and 1 reported on and were mainly related to the awarding of cancer care grants and professional services, as well as technical assistance, training, and consultative support services. Mr. Chair, this concludes my report. And I would like to make a motion to bring resolution number 26-10 relative to approving the fiscal year 2027 general operations budget and special appropriations budgets to the floor.
Can I have a second to the motion?
Regent Fong seconds.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Fong. Okay, go ahead, discussion.
So just some discussion. The fiscal year 2027 budget request totals 45.9 million for general operations, 6.2 million in special appropriations, and 1.6 million for capital improvements fund. Included in the 45.9 million budget request for general operations is approximately 1.67 million associated with the operation and maintenance of 4 new buildings that are expected to be fully operational for the full year in fiscal year 2027, as well as $1 million for capital outlay. I commend the team for proposing a request that was lower than what the university requested last year, especially doing so while including the 4 new buildings' operational costs and additional capital outlay. Though, as we know, the university did not receive the full request in FY26. The FY27 budget request also continues to cover organic growth to include personnel and institutional expenditures. Special appropriations budgets totaling 6.2 million include the already approved SFAP budget request, as well as for the Water and Environmental Research Institute, Guam Hydraulic Survey and Comprehensive Water Monitoring Program, the Hatchery, Sea Grant, and the University of Guam Press. Additionally, the Capital Improvements Fund's request of 1.6 million includes a request to fund the debt payments towards the new Student Success Center and the School of Engineering, as well as existing Jesus and Eugenia Leon Guerrero School of Business and Public Administration building.
Thank you very much. Any further discussion, motion? Okay, can I have a vote of the motion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, those against, those abstain, ayes have it. Motion passed. Next item is resolution 5.5.5, resolution number 26-11.
So, Mr. Chair, I would like to bring resolution 26-11 relative to authorizing the signing of checks and corporation resolutions and opening or closing bank accounts, investment accounts, or credit facilities to the floor.
Okay, can I have a second to the motion?
Regent Fong, second.
Thank you. Thank you, Eugene Fong. Your discussion.
So just some housekeeping. As you all know, the university has hired a new VP of Admin and Finance and Chief Business Officer, Dr. Ricky Hernandez. This resolution seeks board approval to add him to the list of individuals authorized to perform the activities as mentioned in the title of this resolution.
Great, thank you. Okay, any other further discussion? Can I have a vote of this motion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Against, abstain, ayes have it. Thank you very much. Okay, next item is information 6.0, ad hoc report, endowment foundation update. Oh, okay, got it. Okay, we will pass from this. He's under the weather. Got it. Thank you. Okay, now we have an open presentation, 3 minutes per limit per person. If anybody want to make an open presentation? Okay, thank you so much. Okay, without that, I hereby would like to call an executive session.
Regent Malili moves to exit open session and enter executive session.
Okay, second.
Regent Ujoa, second.
Okay, motion, executive session starts now.
Testing, test.
Thank you, sir.
Regent Malilai moves to enter open session and exit executive session at 6:44 PM.
Thank you. Second to the motion?
Regent Chen seconds.
Thank you. Okay, motion granted. Okay, we'll go ahead into open session. And we have right now 3 items on the voting file. These are recommendations for tenure. The first item is 9.1, recommendation for tenure for Dr. Melissa Taitano, Assistant Professor of Library Science and Technical Services. Can I have a motion?
Regent Malilai moves to approve tenure for Dr. Melissa Taitano, Assistant Professor of Library Sciences and Technical Services.
Can I have a second to the motion?
Regent Chen seconds.
Thank you. Discussion on the motion, none, anything else? Can we just call the vote? Okay, all those in favor say aye. Against? Abstain? Ayes have it. Motion passes. Next item, 9.2, recommendation for tenure for Jesse Bamba, Extension Agent 3, Assistant Professor in the College of Natural and Applied Sciences, Cooperative Extension and Outreach Office. Can I have the motion?
Regent Malilai moves to approve tenure for Jesse Bomba, Extension Agent 3, Assistant Professor in the College of Natural and Applied Sciences, Cooperative Extension and Outreach Office.
Second to the motion?
Regents on to second.
Thank you. Okay, motion and second is done. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Against? Abstain? Ayes have it. Last item is 9.3, recommendation for tenure for Dr. Timmy De La Cruz, Extension Agent 3 in Family and Consumer Services. Motion?
Regent Malilai moves to approve tenure for Dr. Timmy Dela Cruz, Extension Agent 3 in Family and Consumer Sciences.
Second?
Regents on to second.
Thank you. Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Deny? Abstain? Ayes have it. Thank you. Last item, 10.0, adjournment. All those in favor say aye.
Regent Malilai moves to adjourn the meeting.
Thank you.
Regent Chen seconds.
Okay, the motion have it, the meeting adjourned. Thank you for everybody being here. Thank you for the action that was done.
Good job, Mike.